tell you that even though you're getting to stay at home, we're still going to worship Jesus, and you can do that here together with us as you watch this video. As you know, when you last came to church with us on a Sunday morning, we were talking about David and how David had become king and how David had prepared to rule for a long time. Well, now where we are in the story, David has gotten old, all right? He's gotten really old. And you know, God had promised David that the king of Israel would always be somebody from David's family. And so David had a son named Solomon, and Solomon was going to be the next king. And so as David was getting really old, he called Solomon in, and he said, "Hey, Solomon," he said, "you are about to become king because unfortunately my days are over. I'm about to die." And he said, "But I want you to do something for me as king. I want you to always trust God, and I want you to always be obedient to God. And as you do that, God is going to certainly keep his promise and allow someone from our family to always be the king of Israel. We're always going to be able to rule over Israel and the people we love." And so the day came that David did die, and Solomon became king. And Solomon was young, much younger than me, and a little bit older than you, all right? But he became king, and he was a young guy. And one night, Solomon had a dream, okay? Now, before he had that dream, let me tell you a little bit about it. Solomon actually married Pharaoh's wife. Of the Pharaoh of Egypt. Solomon married his wife, who was a princess. So here's Solomon, the king of Israel. He's married to this princess of Egypt. And so Israel and Egypt were at peace together. Those were two countries. They didn't have to worry about each other fighting the other one because of that marriage. So that was a good thing. Well, anyway, Solomon was sleeping one night, and God talked to him in a dream. And you know, we've seen that before. You remember we saw that with Samuel. And Samuel thought it was Eli talking to him, but it was really God. And you remember we saw that in a dream. And then way back a long time ago, when we first started studying this, we talked about Jesus talking to other men in dreams, okay? But tonight, or today, he talked to Solomon in a dream. And he said, "Solomon, you are the king of Israel. And Solomon, I am going to tell you that you can ask me for anything you want to ask me for, and I'm going to give it to you." And think about that. Think about if you were a king, and God said, "Ask me for anything you want." What would you ask for? Some of you might ask for all the candy in the world. Some of you might ask for a lot of money. Some of you may ask for unlimited Fortnite games. All right, I don't know, but you may have asked for all kind of crazy stuff. But Solomon didn't ask for any of that. He didn't ask for money. He didn't ask to live a whole long time. He didn't ask for protection from his enemies. No, what Solomon said was, "God, I am a young king, and I really don't know how to be king. And so, God, I'm asking you for wisdom. I'm asking you for wisdom in how to be a good king, and I'm asking you to always help me be obedient to you." That's what Solomon asked for. That's pretty amazing. And so God was very pleased with what Solomon asked. And so God said, "Solomon, because you asked for wisdom and you did not ask for money and riches and protection or strength or anything like that, because you asked for this, I'm certainly going to give it to you. And Solomon, I'm going to make you the wisest king ever. You're going to have more wisdom than any king, and you're going to have a great rule over Israel. And Solomon, I'm also going to bless you with all kinds of other things because you weren't selfish. You didn't ask for things that just benefited you. You asked for wisdom so that you could rule over your people in a wise and good way." And so Solomon was very obedient to God. He was not a selfish king. He was a kind ruler. And so for us, that's good. We should always be thinking of others. When we can be blessed, we need to see ways that we can bless others and do as Solomon did and not be selfish and only focus on our things and what we want, but focus on how we can love other people and share God's love with other people as Solomon did. Hey, I hope you're having fun at your house. I hope you're staying safe, and I hope you have plenty to eat and drink and go outside and play and have all these good times. And I want you to know that God loves you, all right, that we love you, and we want you just to know as much about Jesus as you possibly can and to love him every day of your life. I'll see you guys later. Bye.